I'm going to do at this time, first of all, before I forget, let me do this plug real quick. I want to let you guys know about something that we have, Fleet DJs. So we have what's called the Fleet DJ Radio Network. And I run the Fleet DJ Radio Network. So what that is, if you haven't heard about the Fleet DJ Radio Network, download it on the app, iPhone, Android, Fleet DJ Radio Network. It's a conglomeration of radio stations, all internet stations, and right now we're up to 74 radio stations in our network. And we've partnered with BV Mobile, these guys that are here, Gerald's in the back, BV Mobile, partner with those guys. So our mobile app is actually through their company. So when you download the app, you're actually using their service for that. And I'll tell you, you can find every genre of music on there. Every genre of music, we cover. And we have states that have their own station. We have individuals that have their own station. Of course, they're all Fleet DJ conglomerates. Right now, we don't offer it outside of our network, outside of Fleet DJs. But if you're part of the Fleet DJs, you can definitely get a chance to participate in that program. So DJs, hit me up if you want to, get your station started. With no further ado, what I'd like to do right now, I want to introduce to you guys, actually I'm going to let the panel introduce themselves to you guys. And I want each panelist, we're going to start over here. I want you to grab the mic, and I want the panelists, each of you guys to introduce yourself, keep it short, tell the people who you are, what you do, and we're going to do like how they can contact you and all that stuff at the end, just to give them an idea of who you are, what you do in this industry.
Hello everyone, how you doing today? Good. My name is Nino Villanova. I've been in the music industry for about 30 years, starting off young. I'm originally from Harlem, New York City. Former vice president of Universal, MCA Records, and I've been a part of the music industry and the building of hip-hop culture. So that's what I am.
Hey, Duval. Hey. And everybody who ain't from Duval. But I'm Nikki Natural. I'm from Miami. So Florida is my home, my second home. Jacksonville really fuck with me. So I'm happy to be here. Thank you, Fleet, for having me here. So if you don't know, I'm Nikki Natural from Love and Hip Hop Miami. But more than Love and Hip Hop Miami, they didn't really showcase me. I have my bachelor's degree in criminal justice. I'm a medical massage therapist. I have like cancer patients, arthritis patients, athletes, all of that.
He said, "Oh, it's back." Come on.
I have my child development associates. I have my dental aid certification. I got it in high school, so I went to a magnet in high school, an honors program. Yeah, what else? I'm a basketball player, so if y'all want a one-on-one, y'all not seeing me. My shot is like Reggie Miller, Curry, what's good? 3-pointers, let's go. Yes. I box, I do when I say everything, I do everything. P-Valley, y'all gonna catch me on P-Valley. Y'all gonna catch me on BMF. See with Monique, the actress Monique. So yeah, Love and Hip Hop really gave me a platform, but I'm a rapper also. Damn, how did I forget that? I'm a fucking rapper and a singer, but that's where the name Natural come from. Nikki Natural. A lot of people like, oh, the body. No, baby. I'm gifted. I have an innate gift. I do whatever the fuck I want to do. And I do it well.
Alright, so I'm gonna let y'all know first, I'm a retired basketball player. Compete with her. But also to thank you, Fleet DJs, for allowing us to be able to have this platform for us to be able to let you guys know what it is that we do. Shout out to the other panelists as well. So just give a big round of applause for everybody on the panel too. So my name is Scott Morris. Let's go, Scott. So I'm from Brooklyn, New York. So I'm an event planner. So I produce events. So I throw shows, concerts, showcases, parties. I do a lot of events. We started within the New York City market, but now we moved to where we're doing events throughout the United States. We've also done events in Paris, Toronto, Montreal, independently. We're just big on just building the right relationships with people. We have a festival which is called Day Summit that we founded. It's like basically the South by Southwest now for New York City. We've been able to just merge and build a bridge with people because we haven't had that in New York City, and we understand that was something that was needed. So, and through that, we've been able to help over 15 students receive scholarships. Through that, we raised over $25,000 independently, and through the people that we partnered with and worked with. And I work with influencers, I manage other artists, and just partner with people. We just find different ways that we can be of an asset to people and work with them in different ways. So that's just a little bit about me. I'm Scott. Yes, we do tours too. So that's just me. I like to have fun, have a good time. Thanks.
My name is Michael Matthews. I'm the president and founder of Digital Radio Tracker. We monitor more than 5,000 radio stations around the world, including non-monitored territories like Mexico, Russia, South Africa, and a lot of other territories that no one wants to give a voice to, but we do. I'm also the president of Dominion Global Inc., Dominion Global Marketing. We're a national radio marketing firm. Been doing radio marketing for 30 years. And we work with more than 300 terrestrial FM stations coast to coast, where we're programming music in all 4 top formats, from top 40, rhythmic, urban, urban mainstream, and urban AC.
And they monitor all of the Fleet Radio Network stations as well.
And we monitor all of the Fleet Network stations.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I am Gene.com, iHeartRadio, Duval County. Been in the radio game since '99. Looking around the room, shaking hands with a few of you here in the market. I've done it all as it relates to radio. I've done the sales, marketing side, the promotion side. I'm currently on air personality here at V101.5, but I used to be on the beat as well. I curate a lot of events here. Some of y'all that are from Duval may have attended a few. R&B Bingo, Downtown Fridays, just to name a few. I ain't gonna be long-winded like the brother said. I want to thank Fleet DJs for allowing me to sit on the panel. Salute Bernard B for the invitation. Thank y'all.
Yeah, we're DJL, Boydie, Vice President of Fleet DJs. That's it. I'm gonna keep it moving.
How y'all doing? My name is Big 7, Tom Tigran Radio, Newark, New Jersey. New Jersey in the building? New Jersey? New Jersey, make some noise, man. Alright, so I pretty much do a little bit of everything. I consider myself the Diddy of New Jersey. Recently, I was working with DJ K. Slade for about 10 years, doing all his digital marketing for his magazine. And so rest in peace to DJ K. Slade. Can we get a moment of silence for my brother DJ K. Slade, the drummer king? Dope. My relationship with him catapulted me, working for him, doing digital marketing. I started Tom the Grind Radio, a digital radio station that reached like 10,000 people all across the world that focus on independent artists. And I was able to use my radio station to get independent artists going and start my record label. I signed an artist named Trace 87, and I've been playing his record for about a year and a half now. Bug play it, man. DJs around the world play it. It's called Stop Playing With Me. Y'all see my t-shirt? Say Stop Playing With Me. That's my artist right there, Trace 87. And right now, this song got picked up by Funk Master Flex. It's been on Hot 97 for the last 6 months, and it started on my digital radio station. So I'm just out here helping other artists, working with my artists and my label. Right now, we actually on tour with Montana 300 from Chicago, working, just putting in that groundwork digitally in front of the audience, every angle. I got a print company, I print my own shirts, I got the radio station, I'm a manager, I'm a hype man, I do it all. I'm the Diddy of New Jersey, and I'm here to help. All right, Big 7, Tom the Grind Radio. If you don't grind, you don't shine. Hey, hey.
Yo, that song is fire too. I love that song. Emmanuel Lewis at your service. Wow, coach of Sovereign Supreme for our basketball game tomorrow. We're looking forward to that. Breaking some knees, some ankles. Looking to have some good times right there. We're having a wonderful time here today. Thank you so much for DJ Mississippi is in the house. Woo! And yes, thank you for the invite. We have a lot of great things going on in Atlanta. Atlanta is like the new mecca of movies. Been number one in North America for at least 5 years running now. Over $20 billion have been made off of the film industry. Obviously in Atlanta, took it back to actually from Canada, which was the number one spot. And then, Canada took it from LA, so that's a pretty wonderful thing. We have a new movie studio that we're developing, about 1,000 acres in South Atlanta, so we have a lot of wonderful things popping off with that. And to that, we give it over to Miss Renee.
Good afternoon. First, I want to say thank you so much to Mississippi. Thank you so much to Classic for the invitation. And thank you so much to everyone that I haven't actually individually met. My name is Dr. Renee Atkins. I am a psychotherapist. I'm one of 7,022 in the United States. I've been in the record industry for 41 years. I go all the way back to, I worked for Prince, the Most Beautiful Girl campaign, Whoop, There It Is, Johnny Guitar Watson, Patti LaBelle. I have a long A-list roster, Ready for the World, Climax. I manage a lot of artists, but I am known for marrying record promotions with the record promoter. So I was a record promoter, then moved over to brand marketing the song, and that's very important. We'll get into that a little bit later. But right now I do talent booking, brand marketing, and management.
What's up, everybody? OG Wildman Teddy T, represent South Florida. That did it all from the 80s coming up, just working with Jam Pony Express, Uncle Lou, Slip and Slide, got on the radio, doing underground radio, terrestrial underground radio. We helped kick that off 94, 95, 96. Worked for all the major record labels, doing street promotions from 93 until my first record ever broke with Skilo, I wrote I Wish. Worked with Uptown, Soap Pharrell, Lost Boys, Mobb Deep and Loud. My partner Chris Pringle put me in the game. He was working over at Scotty Brothers. RP, my brother Chris Pringle, one of the brothers that ever do it. I just pretty much been a magnet for South Florida artists, from Trick Daddy, Trina, Pretty Ricky, and my nephews, Plies. I was on 99 Jams, working with Albie Silk Show, started working at Power 96, went #1 for years. Right now, I'm currently working with Flo Rida, running his radio station. We got Strong on Radio. I also work on 80.7. Been doing tours for years, parties, vibes, work with every DJ crew there is. You know what I mean? I just want everybody to understand we all DJs regardless of the label. Let's get that correct first, you know what I'm saying? And that's what I've pretty much been working with everybody throughout the years. Just networking, vibing. Also, I'm an indigenous person, understanding my ancestral lineage. So I build with that as well to help people find the ancestral lineage, connect back with tribes, nations, because there's no such thing as black or white people. We all come from a nation of people. So, you know, it's all about developing, man. We here to work, man. Thanks to Fleet DJs.
That's real valuable. My dad's label, Joy Boy Records, Alan Johnston. So yeah, he left out a big piece.
All right.
She had me baby shit. My man one day, Manuel one day. He was like, I need you to hang out with him.
Telling stories on you, man. Come on.
He was going to Tom Jordan morning show.
All right, thank you, panelists, for the introductions. Thank you. And so, I'm DJ L Boogie. So the way I do panels, y'all, so like y'all know this, I'm gonna pose the question to the panel, and what I like the panel to do is if it's a question that you feel like you want to chime in on, just get a microphone and please, and one at a time. And I don't want everybody trying to answer to get through. But I want you guys to feel comfortable with how you want to, which one you want to deal with. And so that's how we'll do that. And then we'll move on. Now I want y'all to keep in mind this audience right here. So we have a lot of artists out here. We have DJs out here. A lot of this is music industry specific people in the building. So keep that in mind when we talking. So we want to make the information, that they can consume and will be helpful for them, in this particular industry. But we do realize that we have a wealth of knowledge up here, like just across the board, not just music, but everything. So feel free to also give us that extra stuff that, those extra gems that we might not get, you know what I mean? So feel free to do that. But what I want to do right now, I want to go into it, all right? And since we have so many music people in here, we have so many artists, artists are always looking for marketing and media. It should be a part of, what you're doing if you're an artist, right? You should have your EPK, you should have a budget, you should have your plan on how you're gonna roll out your project, how you're gonna actually do your project, make it move, right? So what I wanna ask you guys is, what do you think are the biggest pitfalls that people incur when they approach it, when they do their marketing and media campaign? Anybody who wanna take that one?
All right, I'll take it. My name is Mac Mills. I run a marketing agency, actually. I'm actually behind a lot of artist technology. You guys know Fabio Foreign. I'm behind his app. Trina, I'm behind her app. Jim Jones, I'm behind his app. G Herbo, Bam Man Kerbo. So when it comes to technology and music, when you have an app, when you go to the Google store and the Apple store, you type in their names, you can get their app. I brought the technology to them. And when it comes to that, you need promotion. And a lot of artists think because they have a fan base that they can just post it one time and think it's gonna go, or you just post it on YouTube and it's just gonna go, or you just put it on Twitter. Really, you do have to really build an ecosystem with a distribution, right? So if you're putting out whatever you're putting out, you have to have a plan. And I feel like artists just have the plan to make the music, but not the plan to get the music out and to get discovery. And that's where I think like they're not networking right with the different promoters or different cities and the different people that even put on anything that has a community. I feel like artists will need to focus on building your own community, but also getting introduced to other communities so you get your music out with your promotion and marketing. That's a whole other plan by itself. Like getting on the radio, getting on playlists, getting on blogs, when you hire a publicist, all that is part of your plan, but it's a whole different step when you're trying to release something. So when it comes to marketing and promotion, I feel like you gotta put more energy into it, think outside the box. I got a friend that's doing the promotion for Rolling Loud. He's getting beach balls. And he's just gonna be throwing like thousands of beach balls all through Rolling Loud and stuff like that. You know what I mean? So like, if you think outside the box, you think about 20,000 people gonna be at Rolling Loud. You put out 2,500 beach balls. Hey, there's a QR code that says scan me. So you just thinking outside the box to where you got a cool beach ball that has a logo, has a scan me. Let's say 1,000 people scan it, and then 1,000 people buy something from you. So like those are the things that I suggest that musicians think about when you're coming out with your music.
So I would just piggyback on what he said because he made some good pointers with like the beach ball. So one thing that I would say, like he said about the Rolling Loud, or like, so things like when you go to events and all of those, like guerrilla marketing is always still something that a lot of people forget about. I know that we got into social media, and I understand that kind of makes it a little easier to check people out and do your background work. But you got to look at it is before social media, if they were doing guerrilla marketing and that worked, I don't think we should abandon it. And a lot of times when it comes to flyers, and I know that we try to not go into it, shout out to the artists that have those are icebreakers. That allows you to have a conversation with somebody. The worst they can do is just not take it or put it down, but at least you created some type of engagement. Another thing, I know everyone's gonna say budget, but I would say as an artist, it's okay to work with what you have. Because if you don't have $5,000, but let's say you got $100 and then you find a digital marketer that does stuff, you may not be able to afford the biggest YouTube campaign or the biggest Spotify campaign, but you might be able to get small little ads or something going on. So I would say work with what you have. If it takes 90 days for you to be able to hit 1,000 views, then that's cool. And also the other thing too is you guys have to start going in like your phones. It's easy to find 5 to 10 people that you can have that you can put part of your campaign that you can just have do comments. A lot of times, like brands or companies, they'll have like a tentative release date, and then you'll see sometimes songs pop up with like 40, 50 comments. You can think about the people that's in your circle, so you create a look. You gotta look a certain way. So I would just think when you're creating your rollout or your plan, think of what is it that you can use with the money that you currently have. Who could you collaborate with in a sense? Like you comment on mine, I comment on yours. Think about what you have to put in your rollout so you can properly utilize what you have. I know that a budget is something that everybody's gonna say, but I never had money when I started. Anything I did, I had to figure out how could I use my resources. I had to figure out networking. Networking is still very, very important. A lot of times people will rock with you if you're genuine. If they see that you hustling and they see you everywhere, like you want to do music, it's part of the talent is great, but 90% of it is who you know. So start figuring out if there's 12 festivals for the year where I can meet people that's in my demographic and watch interviews. Lady S has said something about this. Start figuring out your target market. Start going to those places to introduce yourself. Even if you got to pass out flyers, and start networking people so that you understand your demographic. And you'll be able to make stuff work.
I want to just add on to the fact that this whole thing is a business. So, number one, the business is about value. So, as marketing, you want to be able to find the thing that you have that's of value to yourself and to others. Because whatever you're doing, you need to be making money as you're doing it, because that's what creates success. Work with a lot of independent artists when we started from scratch, and all we did was really, like you said, guerrilla marketing. We go to conferences, we out promote everybody, posters and flyers, t-shirts. It's like when you out here, you got to make people talk. When we do South Beach, we got 200 people walking down counters with shirts. You know what I'm saying? It's out the box thinking, and it's about creating a value for it. You know what I'm saying? Whatever you do as an artist, you want to be able to connect with people. It's like if you spend 2 or 3 hours a day going out and meeting people, shaking hands, and be like, look, I'm an artist. It's like I've seen people that go out and sell CDs all day. They make $5,000 selling CDs all day, and they ain't trying to get on the chart. They already successful because they making money and they getting their product out there. You know what I'm saying? Compared to what you're doing, trying to do this, go see this person, go see that person. Make money, whatever you got. If you got t-shirts, my son, Fat Boy Rami, he went on a coast-to-coast tour. He bought shirts. Nobody knew him. After every performance, they bought all his shirts. That's how he was able to stay on the tour. It's like create money from your brand, because that's what it's all about. It's about finding that niche that you have a part of your look, your vibe. You know what I'm saying? The first time I met Nicki Natural, we was at my girl South Promo's event, and she gave me a hell of a massage, like she said. And we just talked about her music career. And I just sat back and watched her grow and make the steps. She went through different adversity, but she kept moving, you know what I'm saying? And she marketed herself to the point where she's her value. She understands her value, and that's why she's out here moving, you know what I'm saying? And that's what each artist has to do. You gotta really find what people look at you, what people like. We got this cat out here since he was 15 years old. He been making show money, you know what I'm saying? And he's not nobody on the charts. He's not nobody that's on the radio, but he found his value, you know what I'm saying? So marketing to me is finding the value. If you're putting out posters and flyers, however you're doing it, it's gotta be better than the next person. It's gotta be, whatever you're doing, it's gotta be something that nobody else is doing. You know what I'm saying? That's what sets you apart.
All right, appreciate that. So real quick, so we do have a limited amount of time, so I want to remind the panel to kind of keep those responses, a little shorter, so we can actually we want to get some Q&A from the people out here because they really need the information. They have questions they want to ask. So with that being said, I have one more on this topic. We're gonna actually go to a Q&A, then we're gonna come back with another question. But go ahead, Mr.
One of the most important things I think you could do when you thinking about your marketing campaign is stay away from fake followers, fake views, all that fake stuff. You'll never know who you marketing to. 1,000 people from India with no posts. You gotta make sure you get real organic followers. I started on the radio station with 1 follower on my live for weeks and weeks, just pushing and pushing and pushing, and it started to build, and I know my audience because they real people. So stay far away from it as possible. Never do it. So you can know what you're dealing with.
That's good info. All right, yeah, real quick.
Take out your phones. I'm gonna give you this one. A lot of people don't know that you need to have an EPK or a press kit or a website or how to market right from the internet. It's artistecard.com. Set up the free account. You can get your EPK link there. You can sell merchandise. You can hit radio stations. You can do free promotions and have a website. First thing you need to promote a record is a blueprint. Think about a recipe. You need to have your marketing, know your territory that you're going to start with. Don't take on the whole country. Take on your city or the neighboring state to put together a plan. I'll send anybody that wants, you can get to me, and I'll send you a free link that has everything that you need to set up a marketing plan for your record.
What's that link again?
Artistecard.com.
That's some good info. I'm gonna get to questions right after this, but I want to piggyback off what she said. This is very important. Artists, listen up. If you're an artist, listen to me, okay? One thing that you definitely need to have, you're an artist, you need to have a service pack for your music, for your song. What is a service pack? We go through this every year. We have to tell people this every year. If you don't know, you don't know, but I'm going to